the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will get first crack at it today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow, it's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet ruling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his feet. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. this quarterback part of their running game.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Sprinting away. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Doyle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Doyle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The give to the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run. It's Sampson. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Out of the gun, they give to the back. There he goes! Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hands it off. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Penny. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. 2nd down coming up. Wants to keep it in the air. Bringing the heat. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Hunt is on its way. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This is a designed run. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Motion from the wideout. On the move. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
On the play. Third down coming up.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The RPO, it's complete. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. It's complete to the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Completes the shuffle pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Catch in the middle, it's Donald. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. Gets it out fast. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Line is set on third down.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, running back on the move. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Penny. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pucks it out of the air. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. It'll be a run on third and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll leave it with him. Makes a man miss. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Roach. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. A run for the quarterback.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Donald. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Donald. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now they'll run the draw. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's reeled in, it's Donald. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Stanford is putting on quite a fireworks show today, and they're loving every minute of this one right now on the phone. They're up 14 over Virginia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. On the run, it's Doyle. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Give to the running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Gives it to the back on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Takes a handoff. It's Penny. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
A handoff, keep working on that clock. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Donald. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.